laughing. Let's laugh. Hello, everybody. Yeah, Diana and I are just laughing and laughing about lots of great things and memories. So,
oh yeah, that's my brother, all right.
I know. It's fun to start that way because we laugh because if anybody sees all my wrinkles, they know I'm old anyway, but most of them got from laughing. Yes, that's right. That's right. Anyway, well, good morning, good happy Sunday morning to everybody. And of course, my dear sister, Diana Boles, is with me this morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, so much love and gratitude for the wonderful show we had last night. It gave me goosebumps, and I was so happy for everybody that won prizes and that stayed the whole time. It was amazing. So thanks to everybody for being here. And if you don't know, Marina's going to put up something on her community page, and I'll put it up on mine that says, who is the gifter and who is the winner. And so that will alleviate a lot of fun. Oh, Teresa, I'm glad you thought it was fun. Thank you for being here this morning. We just love you, Teresa Ford. Thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah, and that's the T-shirt pro over there.
That's the T-shirt pro. And look at this. Juanita's got a pickle, and she's got and she's got the world, and she's got a horse. That's good for you, Juanita. You want the pickle?
Do you ever just eat pickle sandwiches with yellow mustard, with good old French's yellow mustard?
It's funny that you say that because when we used to have our May Day celebrations, we had like Caleb's Country Store come in and they would bring the barrel with the pickles and you could get a whole one just to eat. Oh, yeah. It was delicious.
Yeah. Dip your hand in this, baby.
Dip your hand right in there. That's right. And hello, Juno. Both Diana and I are going to make our way over to Sherry's show today because we would like to see you. And, and wish you a happy anniversary. Thank you for being there last night. And thank you so much for donating something as well. Yes, Diana.
Hypnicity, I hope you realize that you won a reading with me yesterday.
That's right. That's right.
So if any, however you want me to do this, we're in. And if you'd like me to do a comparison chart with you and your husband, an overlay, I can do that for you too.
It's really cool. She's done it for me with Keith, my Keith. So there you go. Yes.
Thank you.
And was so happy to see you last night, madam. Thank you so much. And your cards were wonderful because I love those cards as well. So thank you, Angela. Thank you so much. My goodness. Let's see. We have lots of talking. Send it again. Oh, you're talking to her. Okay. You're glad this is a happy place on YouTube? Oh, it is. This is where I long to be, Teresa. This is my happy spot. Yes. Oh, Rooted Willow Readings. Well, that's a nice name, honey. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you picked it. You got it. You're rooted. Yep. Thank you, sweetheart. A good name for you. All right. And we have Miss Vicky. Hello, Vicky. It's nice to see you. And coming to us from far away, we have Flower Beauty. Nice to see you. Laura Hammond Davis, you won something last night too. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy. Louise Fote is here. And my dear friend Mary is here. I hope you're doing well, Mary. Julie Hamill, a light worker. Oh, this is a new one. Oh, is this Dancing with Debbie that changed her name, or is this a new person? It's Peekaboo. Oh, no, it isn't. It's Peekaboo. I've seen you before. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm glad to see you, Peekaboo. And we have Linda Kennedy. Oh, thank you, dear. I'm so glad you were there. I really am. And hi, Lisa. You won something last night, too. Good for you. Yeah. Oh, thank you, a light worker. Hi, Karen Doyle. Yeah, but wasn't it just the other day? Sometimes it does feel like a while, but yeah. Hello, Cheryl and Hypnicity, those dill pickles. And beautiful Julie gave away something last night, which was so kind of her. And I'm hoping to bring her on the show to talk really soon. So there you go.
Right.
And let's see, we got about 32 people here. So
Gerald is here.
Oh, Gerald. Hello, sweetheart. How are
Annie
you?
Bear.
Yes. Is
Annie
Tanita?
Bear stepped in.
Annie Bear? Maruda? Nice to see you. Yeah. Yes. Gerald, I hope you're having a beautiful day. And Annie Bear as well. Yes, Mary, I was blown away by the amount of giveaways that people donated to that celebration. It just really shocked. I don't know. I said, you don't have to give anything away. Just come and talk or come and be with me. And everybody did. And actually, I love that, because what that means is you get to meet another person in the community that you may not have known before, or have a reading if you can't afford to have one. So I think it's wonderful. So hello, Rush. Good to see you. My goodness. Who else?
So
yeah,
my mom used to make what we called Clorets sandwiches.
Clorets.
Yeah, remember Clorets?
Yes, I remember Clorets. Yes.
We still get them, but we always had the little green gum. And so you would take good old seeded rye bread, especially if it just came from the bakery, and hard salami, and white onions with a ton of black pepper and some salt, and Limburger cheese, and sliced pickles.
Oh,
and then we would stay up late at night eating those, watching Shock Theater. Do you remember Shock? Because
yes,
it was syndicated.
Yes. Yeah.
Draw your drapes, lock your doors, close your windows, prepare yourself for Shock Theater. So we'd eat these.
It's almost like, who knows what lurks in the hearts of men? Only the shadow. Yes,
only the shadow knows. So we would be eating these sandwiches, but it was the one way my mother could get us to eat onions, right? Because onions are so good for you, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
Then the big treat was we got to have a Clorets and chew gum and watch.
Oh, is that why you got? That's where the Clorets came in.
That's
okay. All right.
Because after you ate an onion,
oh sure,
liver cheese, woo.
I know.
Because that came right out of the mold bucket.
That's right. That's very true. So I want to say hi to Carolyn, Maruda, Randy's here, and Amanda came in. So I think it's wonderful because Karen Doyle would love you. You can ask any questions today. You can ask a psychic, medium questions if you want a reading, card reading, or Diana does the Akashic Records. So, if you have a question for that, that's great. But Diana, you're going to have to tip yourself forward again, because Karen wonders if you could show an oil painting.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's got one behind her that she did. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Oh, my Lord. There. Oh.
Sorry, my camera seems to like to adjust.
That's okay. That's okay. They got a little bit of an idea what you do. Yeah. And you're right. It does look like a veneer in a way.
Well, it is. The veneer that I base that on is the letter. There's the handmade is the scullery maid, the kitchen witch, is handing a letter to a woman sitting at a table with that same hand pose. Yeah. And there's nothing in the background. It's just the candlelight and the black tablecloth and a box and stuff. But my grandmother looked very much like the girl who posed for that, the girl with the pearl earring, when she was 20s. And so I painted my grandmother, Martha, and her older sister, Sophie. And in fact, Sophie was one of the oldest of 16 kids. She was like the second born or the third born. And she was very peasant looking. Okay. So being us Polacks and all. Anyway, it was like, oh, this is perfect, because I loved Aunt Sophie, and of course I loved my grandmother to pieces.
Yeah.
And then the gentleman in the door is whomever you want it to be. Is it the lover?
Yeah.
Is it somebody bringing news about the lover? Is it his henchman? Is it somebody coming back from the front saying he's been killed or whatever, you know?
I know. It's your choice.
Yep.
It's that ambiguous person in the background.
There you go.
All right. I think that I have enough. Teresa Ford, I'm going to say you're the last one. We've got 15. I don't know how we're going to do all these, but we'll try. But I love this. Lorraine says, as soon as I saw you two, I heard the bestest of rock and roll. Thanks, Lorraine. Thanks, Lorraine.
Right?
Yes. We love it. As soon as you spoke of those sandwiches, I said she absolutely has to be Polish.
Yeah. Actually, true, because, you know, when you're Polish, you don't know whether you're Pomeranian or German.
That's right. And Diana is related to the last Polish president or king of Poland.
Last king of Poland. He abdicated in 1756 and was paramour to the Tsarina, Katerina the Great.
Yeah.
And they actually had 3 children together. Which when he broke apart what was the great big huge country of Poland into 3 other nations, Lithuania, Yugoslavia. I can't remember what all 3 of them were. Because of her, because of his relationship with her and what she wanted. And when she died, he was pretty much under house arrest. He was allowed to walk the streets of St. Petersburg, but he was never allowed to leave St. Petersburg again for quite some time afterwards. He did pass away in Poland. He did die in Poland. So he eventually did get out of there. But for a long time afterwards, he was.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so Maruta says she's Latvian. We did those salami sandwiches with everything but Limburger. That's cool, you guys. That's cool. All right, so we got lots of questions, so we're going to get right to it. I do want to remind everybody that Miss Sherry, Voices from the Swamp, is going to have a channelversary party today for Juno, who's in the chat. It's her 2nd anniversary. Yay. And I want to say Diana is going to be on with Angela doing readings at Cartomancy Mesquite later this afternoon. And that I have a animal communicator coming on later this afternoon. So we got a little bit of busyness going on. So let's go with that. All right. So Juno wonders, what's next after your big show today? I would say Hollywood. What about?
That's right. Hollywood's calling.
Right. Hollywood's calling. Yes. Oh, all right. Let's see what we can come up with. Ooh. I love these cards for you. You're going to have a breakthrough, honey. And you are having a breakthrough because look, all of everything is blown away. So hands and face and so forth. You've taken off. You're going to take down all the masks. You're going to move forward and you're coming. This is going to be a big breakthrough for you. It will help you with your confidence. It will help you with your feeling of even giving back more to the community. There's just something about it, that just speaks to what's a shining at this point. And it's a beautiful time to do it because Diana could tell you Jupiter is in a really good position right now. And so it's wonderful. The next one I get is the last piece of the puzzle is being completed. And that's you. Oh. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Oh. These are actually tarot cards, but they're Osho, and I love Osho. So these are Osho's tarot cards, but this completion.
Osho's tarot cards. I like that.
And finally, the last one I get for you, Juno, is change. And, nothing more constant than change, of course. But I think it's going to be not only a breakthrough, not only completion, but also a big change to your life. And just lots of good things coming forward. So there you go, madam. Congratulations.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So I drew a conglomeration of cards also. First off, we have the Knight of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
Good things are coming your way. More offers being made to you.
Uh-huh.
And then we have the Nine of Cups. People are ready to see you, darling. Oh boy, have babies. We're going to love you even more. What took
Uh-huh.
you so long?
Uh-huh. Wow.
And through that, you're going to remember who you really are. You're going to be able to go back to source and understand that your dark night on earth which has been your protection, you still have protection, and the veil's been lifted.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Juno.
You're welcome.
We'll be over to say hello.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. This is who I have on my list, and I'm hoping we can get to every one of them, but I can't guarantee that, everybody. I have Rooted Willow, Tanita, Juanita. Oh, these all rhyme. A Light Worker, Hypnicity, Star Midnight, Cheryl, Randy, Emmy J, Louise Fote, Linda Kennedy, Ness, Therese Ford, Lisa, Carolyn Booker. And that's 15. And we'll have to really do these fairly, I'm not saying whipping fast, but if we can even get to all of you, but we certainly appreciate it. And if we can't get to you, I am so sorry. But I will say that there are other shows we're doing today. So if you want to come over to them, then perhaps you can get your question answered. Are you doing the garden today? Is that what you guys do? Okay.
Yes, that's at 2:30 Eastern.
Okay. So I think you really like that. That's a different kind of divination, and they do really well together, the two of them. So
yeah. Like you were saying yesterday, it's that synchronicity of when you're working together.
When you work with someone else.
Yeah. Even though we're hundreds of miles apart.
Yeah. And it just goes to show that there's a consciousness that's obviously connected, and you don't have to be together in order for that to happen. I mean, physically anyway. So all right, Rooted Willow readings. Yes, we will look at this. For those of you who don't know, Willow had a channel. She's been on with me actually, but she's had some blowback from relatives, and so she's finding a way to work around that blowback right now. And so I'm only wishing her the very, very best. And I want her to stay the path because she found it. She's fabulous. And so we're gonna give you a message from your guides about it. Okay. All right. Wow. Yeah. Intensity. This is amazing. Look at this card. It's like this has been a very intense time for you, and not necessarily probably in a good way, which we already know, but you've come out of it. See, the face of you is there, and it's coming out of the fire. So I really do think that you're moving out of this intensity of negativity. But it really did screw up your mind. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. And look at all the stuff that's in your mind. And that would be when we always say we have so much on my mind. Well, there it is. There it is. But honey, you've come, you are ripe. Your ripeness has come. And if somebody says, let's say, they bought an old car, like they bought a Ford Mustang 1965, they would say, it's in cherry condition. You remember that, Diana, when people would say things were in cherry condition?
Yes, I do.
Yes. So it's like, you're in cherry condition. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And you are primed to continue doing your work. So stay the course, sweetie. Yeah.
That's right. So, here we go, right? Synchronicity. They only see what's on the surface. And they only see that the surface is what affects them, right? They don't understand the efficiency that you have as a talent. It's a talent to be efficient, to be able to multitask. They're just worried that you're not going to take care of them efficiently the way they want you to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're not giving you credit for your leadership ability as the Empress.
Ah. There you
And
go.
the choice is really yours.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it is up to them to step back and let the magician take his spell to fruition.
Right.
And all they can see, this is from the bottom of the deck, all they can see is the change that it's bringing to them. It's the death card. They think this is the death of the old you, the old way, blah, blah, blah. No. They're not giving you credit for all of the talents that you already have.
And you know what? I don't
There
see you
you
ever.
go.
I don't see you giving up, and I know you won't. You'll just keep going anyway.
Exactly. Exactly. It's, it's their turn to let you be you.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And you got a family here.
Space.
Yeah, you know you have us as a family here. We love you dearly. So, yeah. So hi to Harley. Hi to Val. Illumination Portal. It's wonderful to have you here, honey. Hi, T. Lynn, who won some stuff last night as well.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah. And I know I'm missing some. Linda De Gonzalez, the sweetie. Oh my God. It was so funny to see all the birds last night. You're going to have to bring Groucho on and sing sometime.
I know. She's outside right now under her umbrella, taking a nap. She got mad. I was weeding back in the area where she was because I like to stay in the shade when it gets hot, right? And so she got mad because I left and she's going rah, 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 like a crow.
Oh, that's funny. All right, Tanita, you'd like a reading from any past loved ones, either dad or boyfriend. Okay. Do you need a name, Diana?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
Just
please.
First name of dad, first name of boyfriend. That would be great. And we will see. Hi, Lori Hunsinger. It's wonderful to see you. Stephanie McFadden. Nice to see you too. Thanks for being here. All right. If you could put that up, Tanita, just the two. I'm going to pull some cards. Okay. Vanesh is her dad, and boyfriend was Ricardo. Ricardo Montalban. Yes. All right. Vanesh. All right. Well, the first card I get is them looking down on you from heaven. They say, we observe what you're doing, Tanita. Apparently, if they didn't know each other here on Earth, they met up there, and they are aware of each other. And so they're coming through together in this card, I believe. And so that's what I get there. This is very interesting because what I get here is kindred. So Tanita, because your dad's name is Vanesh, I'm guessing that you're Indian, and sort of has an Indian vibe to it. I don't know. Isn't that a bindi on her head? I don't know. Anyway, and that doesn't mean that you're necessarily Hindu, but it's just interesting that it comes through that way. So the word kindred is, we are with each other and other kindred ancestors that you have known in the past. And I love that. And then I get somebody coming through that says expectations. And isn't that funny? Because that was the word that Willow said about not I don't need to meet their expectations. And I think that is a message for you as well. You don't have to meet anybody's expectations except your own. When people are on Earth, they become very ingrained in the social milieu or the cultural, and you're supposed to marry this person, you're supposed to go this way, you're supposed to do this thing. But up here, everybody's everybody. We're all just souls, so you don't have to do anything. you don't have to meet any particular expectation according to them. The final card I get is, you have grown into your maturity and are such a beautiful lady. Look at that. I love that picture. So they're just saying, honor yourself through every age that you live and every step that you take. Thank you. Oh.
So Ricardo is showing me a pup tent. Was he a soldier? Was he in the army, or did he like to camp? Is there a reason that he would have been camping?
Oh. Okay.
And it's an old fashioned tent, like something, none
like
of
the
the
Boy
modern
Scouts.
yeah, the canvas. It's none of the modern things that we have right now. And a wooded area, like getting off by himself, and it's a wooded area, and it's a pup tent. So whatever that means. And then in comes your dad. And he's like showing me rubies and telling me, call me Vinny. He's coming in like Vinny from like when John Travolta played Vinny.
Yeah.
And he's coming in like that. Call me Vinny. Don't call me Vinesh. Call me Vinny.
Okay. So maybe he's gotten up there and gotten a little less formal.
Well, and I think you're right. I think that he and Ricardo have come together up there because he's got the other end of the rope for the pup tent. And when you said that, he had already had it in their hand. Each of them had it in their hand, stringing it up between two limbs on a tree.
Oh, okay.
But I only saw Ricardo actually with the tent. I just saw Vinny helping him. So I hope that helped you in some way. That was pretty cool. I like the pile of rubies. Did he have some? Did he have a couple of rubies? Did he wear a ruby ring?
Oh, or what's the birthstone for Ruby? Is it January?
That's garnet. I think it's July is ruby.
July is ruby. Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Well, okay. I'm glad that his call me Vinny seemed to resonate. Thank you, Linda. Okay. Yeah. No, he wore a gemstone, she said. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Okay. Awesome. A gemstone ring.
All right, good. There you go.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you, Tanita. I'm glad we could bring through a little bit of,
which could have been a garnet.
She doesn't recognize the pup tent, but I'm almost thinking maybe it's a reference to, because they've met up there, they've become buddies, like, going tenting somewhere.
Popping pups.
Yeah. Pop-up tent. There you go. All right. Awesome. All right, Juanita, I'm so glad you're here, dear. Can I get a reading? There was a hawk that visited me the other day, and I want to know what spirit wants me to know, please. All right. I love that a hawk came to visit you.
Please, hands yellow.
Oh, that is like emoticons. And they put, for some reason, it shows up as words. Yeah.
Oh, for Pete's sakes.
Yeah, I know.
What is that? I get
just to confuse you, that's all.
Yeah, right. I need to be educated, that's all. Well, they're saying that there is a big change coming your way. And the message is, continue to watch for omens such as these. Take flight, soar. Let me see what the card has to say. Oh. No, you can't make this up. Wings of flight. But it's wings of light.
Okay. Yep.
And something, right. You're about to take off. Angel song. These were two cards that got left behind, so I have to look at them.
Yep.
Angel song, and then fertility.
Oh, things are. Oh, wow. Don't worry, Juanita, you're not going to get pregnant. All right.
No, but something you've
Yeah,
been
something
working on
else is
about
birthing.
to come true.
That's
And,
right.
you know,
Mhm.
of course, we have the peace dove on Mary's head here, or the
Oh,
divine feminine's head.
right.
But the kind of hawk you saw can also add to the messages. Were you able to identify it? My guess
Mhm.
is it's either a red-shouldered or a red-tailed hawk, because
Mhm.
that's what's most common
Yeah.
and easily spotted. Coopers are so fast and small that, you know, they're
Hard to
hard
see.
to see. They look
That's true.
like they could be a crow. They move
Mhm.
so fast.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, I got interesting. Look at this, Juanita. It says awareness. So it's saying these small things you are becoming more and more aware of. Maybe before, if you saw a bird, and I'm not saying this is true, I'm just saying maybe before you saw a bird, you go, oh, how that's a cool bird, you know, and move on. Now you know it's a message. It's a messenger. So you have broken open. Look at that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Always, and also represents Archangel Gabriel.
Uh-huh.
So turn to him. Are you a writer? Do you journal?
She is a card reader, so, but
Oh,
you
there you
also
go.
get consciousness. So your consciousness has, look at the Buddha. He's got his third eye lit up. So yes, I agree with Diana. There's a lot coming for you at this point, and that's the light. That's the messenger of light as well. The other thing I got is past lives, Juanita. Past lives. So maybe it would be beneficial for you to either get an Akash reading at some point or to work on it yourself. Go in, take the class. It's not too expensive. Valerie Klingenbeck has them every couple of months because I usually work with her. And I think she charges $39 or something. It's pretty
I
reasonable.
think it's
Yeah.
only 29.
Well, I think she went up a little bit, but I'm
Oh.
not sure. So yeah, certainly you can always check it out if you're interested in that. If not, you are seeing something perhaps from a past life. So
And she says she likes to write and journal. So there you go, Juanita.
That's awesome. Awesome.
So call upon Archangel Gabriel.
Yep. Absolutely. So we have an Akash reading here for you from a light worker wondering, oh yeah, take your time.
Mm-hmm.
What, did you just come in from the pub?
I know, right? Well, it's the best balanced, and it's
I understand. That's fun.
A little brandy and a cigar.
And it's really good for you. It's really good for you. Yeah, it is. So, all right, a past life that's affecting current life. Yeah.
So they're showing me you're building this wall, but you're not using any mortar. And you get to this one spot and it keeps falling backwards. And you put it back up and reconstruct it and get it all shimmed in place, and it falls over again. And you can't understand what it is that you are doing that is causing this, because these should all fall into place. You're almost ready to put the keystone in place.
Uh-huh.
So what is it that you keep having to go over and over, that you see yourself repeating a same pattern? What story are you telling yourself over and over that makes you blame yourself when it's really not your fault? It's the lump underneath that you think is level, but there's a lump underneath. It's the princess and the pea syndrome. So what is it that you keep putting into place that keeps bugging you, no matter how many mattresses you put on top of it, or that the wall keeps falling down for the same reason? It's something that you're telling yourself and you blame yourself for that isn't really your fault. And that's going on right now.
Okay.
I hope that helps.
You're just going to this blows my mind then. So I have these cards called the Akashic Records Oracle. And that's what this said. It says, see it through. You don't always finish what you start and then talk badly about yourself because of it. Break the karmic pattern by seeing a project through to the end and then be proud of what you have accomplished. There's that one. The second one says, there's something or someone you're clinging to and it's keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only approval you need is your own. That's exactly what Diana just said. So, OMG.
I could cry for you. I could cry because
we do that. You're not the only one, light worker. You're not the only one that
we all do that.
Yeah, we do. We stop our own progress by being too hard on ourselves. We're harder on ourselves than we are on anybody else. And we cause ourselves more suffering because of it. So please step into it. And somebody said that they saw, I think it was Hypnicity, her life as an architect. So, and that would be, that's really good, because I also like the fact that we are the architects of our own lives. So if we don't think we can do something,
And what does an architect have to know? His materials.
That's right.
He has to know what product is going to be used, not necessarily the brand, but is it going to be granite or is it going to be steel I-beams? He has to, the whole thing comes from the planning of the architect.
Yes, absolutely. And Valerie, you're right. We're continuously clearing unworthiness. Yep, we are. Thank you. A light worker, we love you dearly.
Yes,
you love.
Absolutely.
Love yourself. And remember, you need to just keep going and know you're worthy. Yeah. All right. Hypnicity. Can I get a message from my guides? Did I read that you have I know you have your 2 new dogs, Hypnicity. Do you also have a rescue? Did I see that? Named Shadow? Was that you? Because it was an older dog. Can I just say that elderly dogs are so fabulous.
Yeah, and they need homes too.
They do. I mean, my Caramel, I got her when she was 10. Now she's 12 and she acts like a puppy. She's just a happy girl.
So happy to have a home.
So they may not hang around, but you make the best of the ends of their lives. So, yeah. All right. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to pull some cards. Hi, Celtic Seer. Hi, everybody who's come in. Oh, Juno, your dogs are 14 and 16. Wow. Oh, Shadow was your son. I have his sister. Oh, so you still have his sister. Oh, I didn't know if you had the third one. All right. Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yep. Hi, Marsha Green. How are you, honey? Yeah. Cheryl, you adopted 2 senior dogs. They've passed and I miss them. I bet you do, Cheryl, but God bless you for doing it. I just know that they were given the best home. Yeah, your puppy will always be a puppy, Randy. There you go. Mary, you do have the happiest dog on earth. And she named it Happy. I would love to meet Happy. I think there's a couple of videos out there of dogs, and one of them is they're like running like this, like their paws are going back and forth. Oh my God, it's so adorable. I just see your dog as that. So, yeah. All right. So Hypnicity, you got the change first. There's something that's changing, and I think I know what it is, because she's going to open her own channel, or she has. I'm not sure. So that's a big change, and that's awesome. You're still a participant, and now you're a full participant. And a 4 is fabulous, because what that means is that a 4 represents stability. It's all 4, it's like 4 corners. And it says here, you're breaking through isolation. I love this, because look, she's breaking through the ice. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you've broken the ice. You've got it started. It's all there for you. And things are just going to keep getting better for you. There you go, sweetheart.
So
yeah,
you mentioned that she may be but starting her channel, or kind of like me, getting it rolling. Like, actually, I posted a video this morning, right? Anyway,
I know.
I digress. But I have the communion card, first of all, right? So definitely, this is a crowd of people, a crowd of animals around you. Certainly, you have a crowd of animals around you. And then the thing is forever in my light. This is your light, but hypnicity, you're always in my light. You're in everybody's light. We love you in this community. This is the truth. You're adorable, sweetie.
And
the next card is truth.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
You are adorable. So fear not. Fear not. You have Archangel Michael on your side. Right?
No problem. No problem.
No problem. Step into the sun. And celebrate, dance till the noon of day. Celebrate, celebrate.
Right. I love it. And you know that you'll be guesting on a lot of shows. There's no question. So you just reach out to me. We'll do it. And I'm sure others will also want you on their show, and you'll learn the ropes. Just take a deep breath and know that it is a process, and you'll get through it. Yep. The biggest part is the decision making, I think. And once you've made the decision and committed to it, there you go. Right? There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Star Midnight. What is best to buy, a townhouse or a house? I've lived in both, and I enjoy living in a townhouse, but the only thing is you are attached to neighbors. And if you don't have the best neighbors in the world, it's difficult. But of course, you could live in a house and have bad neighbors. So it's hard to determine that for sure. But the other thing you want to think about is, of course, stairs. And I'm not saying that you care about stairs, but as you get older, we care more about stairs. And right now I live in a ranch, and I'm happy with that because I don't want to go up and down a bunch of stairs. But, it's going to be your decision, but we'll pull some cards to see what the guides say. I'm going to pull these. I think it's cheaper to buy a townhouse, isn't it? For the most part, depending on where you live.
Yeah.
I know if you're trying to buy one, let's say in Kansas or Iowa, you probably got a better chance of getting a good deal than you would out here in Seattle or in Detroit or Austin. Yeah.
So I need to pull one more card here. One second.
Okay.
Just to clarify, because
sure. Yeah.
One thing we like, I don't know how old you are, Star Midnight, right? But let's see what this says. Oh, okay. Remember the bones. A house can have good bones. That is often used for older homes, right?
Yep.
But then again, remember your bones. What are they able to do? In a townhouse, you have less work in some ways as far as the groundskeeping goes and such.
Right.
but is that really what you want? Consider the bones. Consider the bones of the structure and what Aley just said about attached to your neighbors. At least when you're in a house, you know,
Yeah.
they got to give you room till 10 o'clock at night.
True. That's true.
So
Yeah.
this is a decision only you can make. Quest into the subconscious. Really give it some deep thought. Consider your happiness afterwards. No matter which way you go, it's going to be a change. That's
Beautiful
what this
part.
tower is. This is a home. You're leaving one. Are you getting something worse than what you've had? Or are you looking for something better than what you're in? And consult. Consult the bones. Consult the structure. Consult the architect.
Sure.
Not that you have to start with building, but, you know, just consider all the factors.
And what I just said comes out. Look, it's a throw of the dice. And I'm guessing though that something sudden will come up and you're going to know immediately. I want that
and
one.
You know what? Sure.
Yeah.
That tower
That's the same thing. It is. It's that energy. But be strategic and check the bones, as Diana said, because you want to make sure you got somebody go in there to look at the structure, to look at the roof, to look at whatever it is, or to find out how much condo fees are or what it exactly covers, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Right. Because if you go into a slightly older home like mine, I have no HOA. I have never had an HOA. What is that? I know. I don't think I could live in a neighborhood where I'd have to pay that. So,
and for me, I live actually in a planned unit, planned urban development. So nobody can, I love it because, and this is so unusual. You can't, it has to be 2.5 acres with one.
Oh, now that's nice.
Yeah. But I pay $100 a month. No, a year, $100 a year for the road maintenance. The road maintenance. And I will pay that because I have to drive the roads, but because it's a private place. But anyway, I took me 5 years to find it though. Took me 5 years, you know. It's a very different. It's very different. Yeah.
Well, I would be happy with 2.5 acres. Think about all the weeds I could grow there.
I know. Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, I was looking for a place where I could put my RV with a hookup, and it had that. I have a hookup. I have electric, sewage, and water hookups.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes. So, I mean, best of both worlds. It just took me forever to find it, but that was my manifest. And I said, I'm not going to give up till I get that. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you and good luck to you, Star Midnight. Cheryl, you want to know what your guides want to say to you at this time? Okay.
Cheryl.
There we go. Again, I have Randy next, then Emmy J, Louise, Linda Kennedy, Nez, Teresa Ford, Lisa, Carolyn. Hoping we can get to this. What time is your other show, Diana?
2:30 Eastern.
Okay. So
we've got, you know, I can stay.
Got a little bit of time to go over. Okay. All right.
So Cheryl, no surprise, Merlin is coming in, but he's bringing in a little kid with him. So either there's going to be somebody young is going to show up unexpectedly at the doors. I'm hearing him say right now, somebody young is going to show up unexpectedly, a visit. Or maybe selling something, you know, or collecting money for the band at high school. One of those situations. That also, don't forget, you do have the fortitude to go out on this new adventure. This young, the youth is bringing you something to do. Wants you to go with them someplace. And this is a fragmented message. I'm sorry about that. And then I'm thinking, God, come on, put the pieces together. And the card I get is fragments. So there's only bits and pieces of this message actually coming in, because it just something keeps going round and round and round. So what is it that you are toying with that you can't bring about evolution rather than revolution?
Okay. Well, this makes sense then. It says something is ready to birth, but you must be patient. And look at that. And look at the different cycles of the moon are above your head. So that's 30 days, right? Right there. But it's saying, it's making its way to you, but something about it has been suppressed. They want you to be very, very empowered by the idea that your existence here on this planet is so important. And they want you to keep looking to the stars. And so, right then and there, I say to myself, okay, that's a message right there that perhaps your astrology can give you that kind of an answer if you can take a look into it. But if not, they said the stars will bring it to you either way, because that's how they work. You don't have to know something to get the benefit. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah.
On the bottom of the deck, it's renewal.
Oh, wow. And that's what the moon does every month, doesn't it? Renews itself. Yep. There you go. All right. Thank you so much. So we've got Miss Randy and her lovely animal, her lovely doggie that she loves so much. She's in Tucson right now and enjoying the sunshine. I told her she needs to make her way to Seattle.
Tucson. Is Tucson close to Sedona? No,
not. It's mostly Tucson's at the bottom. It's probably, I don't know, 50 miles to Mexico from there. And Sedona's up the top of Arizona, more near Flag. Yeah. Yep. All right. Oh, it makes sense, Cheryl. Okay, sweetheart. 4 hours from Sedona. All right. Yes, Juno, I know you're down there too. Yeah.
There's a astrology psychic fair going on in Sedona.
Oh, I bet there's a bazillion people there.
Oh, I would love to be one of them.
Well, I was there exactly a year ago, and they tell me in the restaurants that after Memorial Day, people leave because it gets too hot there, unless you live there like Arlene does, Arlene Forney. But yeah. All right. So, Randy, you've had a breakthrough too. This is a wonderful card for you. Look at this. You are in a perfect position to be getting information in. And I think you've been drawn to that area anyway, because it is a very powerful spiritual area. Oh, this is so funny, Randy. Oh my God. Randy hates politics. She knows nothing about it. And what does she get? She gets politics. And Randy, I'm only going to say this. We must be aware of it, even though it's a negative thing, because if we're not, and we're not aware of what other people can do to manipulate us with our voting. So I say to people, you don't have to like politics, but we live politics. So we have to know a little bit about it. And I know it's not something you really want to do, but I'm just passing that along, because you, my dear, are the rebel. OMG, that's you. In a good way. In a very good way. You just live your life and do your thing the way you want to do it. And it's just fabulous. So there you go.
So you're not going to believe this.
Okay.
But of course you will.
Of course.
You've only just scratched the surface. Now, this is the second time this card has come up, right? Because we're talking about Willow's channel, right?
Yeah.
And then you've only scratched the surface on your own potential.
Yep. Oh my God.
That's my God. True. It is perception.
Ah,
Perception
okay. Uh-huh.
that helps you influence. And there we are with the phases of the moon again.
Mm-hmm. Oh my.
And when it comes to politics, clarity.
She says she is aware, but she just doesn't want to live in that world. And I said, I understand completely.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's one way to stick to clarity is by not living in it. And,
right.
And just understanding the patterns of it all.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right?
Yes.
The patterns of it all.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my.
You can stay centered through it.
That's why she has her dragon around her, you see, because she's like, she slays those. She slays them, and they're her ally now. Yeah.
And I just went to go tuck things in, and here comes the perceptive card.
The perspective. Yeah. That's awesome.
And it looks like her dragon's wings. So
her dragon's wings. Wow.
There you go, Rand.
Thank you, Randy. Oh, we did have a lot of fun these last few nights, haven't we?
Yeah.
She was laughing her butt off on stirring the cards, even though she is not a politics person. But, we kind of make fun of all that on that show. So,
yeah.
Lots of flies around.
Which is what we were laughing about when we
That's what we were laughing about. Trump gave a speech last night, and there's all these buffoonery in there. But then he's saying, these flies. And I said to Diana, that's because he probably had a full load.
They're brutal.
Brutal.
I hate flies. Well, my friend.
Well, remember Mike Pence's fly in his hair? Remember that?
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, there's another Gemini for you.
There's another Gemini. Yeah.
Oh, there's so many of them that were the bad actors in that.
Oh, yes.
In that guy's circle of friends.
Well, I don't particularly care for the fact that Vladimir Putin is a Libra. So
I know. How embarrassing for me to say I'm a Gemini when we got Trump, Pence, Barr, Xiaoping. Oh my God, there's 9. At least Amy Klobuchar
my
is
husband,
a Gemini who rescues us.
I know. That's right. Okay. So MEJ, it's so nice to see you, Mary Ellen. I have here that you're doing some clinging to the past. This picture reminds me of Peter Max. Isn't that funny? Remember Peter Max back in the 70s? He was a really good, pop artist. But anyway, there's something about the past that you're holding on to, but you can let it go. You're only holding on to it very lightly. It's almost like that card in the tarot where they're holding all the rods, and all you have to do is let them go. You don't have to hold them anymore. So they're telling you to do that. And if you don't know what it is, you should be able to figure it out at some point. And then just say, I choose to let go of that. Don't need to carry that burden anymore. And they want you to live more moment to moment in the now. And look he's going over the rocks in the road. He's looking up, but he is totally focused on the road ahead. They want you to know that you are the creator of your own reality, and look at what's burning in front of you and above you. And they're wanting you to know that you are already there. Just accept that you are and keep moving forward with what it is that you'd like to do.
So I did 5 cards from the tarot. Their body, mind, spirit, grounding, and clarity.
Oh.
So your first card is the Knight of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the fastest moving knight in the deck. He takes his time, and your body, like he's not galloping forward. He's raising up on his back legs. He's, not ready to go yet. the next card is your mind. Well, your mind knows that you can take control and get whatever it is you want. You're a good manifester. This is a good week for manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit is wanting a new beginning. Sorry, I dropped a card. And now that new beginning of let's go. But even he's not walking anywhere. He's got to take a leap of faith. And right now he's in a place where he's building up his courage. The grounding is, we've got the Chariot. Nope. Start your engines. Gentlemen, start your engines. I used to live at the racetracks here in Detroit, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're sitting there revving it up, making all kinds of noise, cracking the pipes, but they're not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere.
Right? So you're still in a moment of grounding. Now, on the 20th, the sun goes into Gemini. And then things are all going to break loose and everybody's going to go, wait a minute, what? But right now we're still in Taurus. And Taurus is a fixed earth sign that doesn't want to go anywhere. And Taurus is all about staying grounded. And this is your clarity. Clarity will be found in that staying grounded. We are still under the influence of the Jupiter Kazami with the sun yesterday. And that is going to follow us for the next couple of days. As the sun moves into into Gemini, and as the Jupiter follows shortly afterward and moves into Gemini. And we're in a sextile between Neptune and that Sun Jupiter Kazami. That sextile is a good supportive feeling. So anything that you have in your chart that's at 18 degrees, that's important, because your 18 degrees is going to be lit up. That's going to speak directly to you. We also have Pluto over there making a half trine over to Neptune. So again, this is for everybody. We've got the release of the top of the kite. We've got the Jupiter Sun also in a trine to Pluto. So there's lots of support. But we are in a pattern right now of gentlemen, start your engines, because when it all moves into Gemini, that sun's release is going to go, wah! Wait till Jupiter gets there. Then you'll have better focus and have better idea of how to expand.
Great. All right. Thank you so much. Fabulous. So we got 4 more here. We've got Louise, Linda, Ness, and Carolyn.
Okay.
So thank you, everybody. Teresa dropped, and so did Lisa. So thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Louise wants to know. Oh, I haven't put it up yet. Sorry. It's her birthday coming up. Congratulations! Yay!
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Fabulous. All right. I hope you have a fabulous birthday. Spin the wheel.
I can't stop. I love being here. You guys are great. And gals.
Lots and lots of great folks. Okay. So Louise, are you feeling lonely? Are you feeling like you'd like to have some company, that you would like to break out and dance, or whatever it is you'd like to do for your birthday? They're saying here that it's valuable to have alone time, but it's just as valuable to go out with, and visit with others, be with others, do things with others. And they're encouraging you to do that. You have been contemplating for a very long time, and so it's time for you to play. I have a funny card here that says schizophrenia on it. I know. I'm gonna say that you're not schizophrenic, but that sometimes you feel like two different parts of your personality, maybe the introvert and the extrovert, show up at different times in your life. And a lot of us are like that. People will say, I'm an introvert, but when I know you really well, I'm an extrovert. So I think that's what it's saying. What do you got? What do you got?
As you said the word play. Get out and play. It's your birthday.
Oh my
It's your
God.
birthday.
Yeah,
it's your birthday.
it's your birthday. You have met with much understanding. And look, here's a bird meeting with another bird, meeting with other birds above. So it's like, it's a bird day. It's your birthday. Not your birthday,
awesome.
but your
It's
birthday.
Your birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
That's right.
Well, and certainly blow the candles out. Have a good time.
Oh,
Enjoy
yeah.
yourself.
Right.
Throw caution
Right.
to the wind. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. It's all going to be fine. Go ahead and play. Then we have revision, because you can always get over it the next day and revise everything that you've done. But really, a birthday is a revision. You begin a new cycle of your time circling the sun. You have plenty of potential.
Yes.
To create your own peace, because you are an angel, and the peace angels are all around you. Make your diva magic, darling.
Oh, there you go.
Make
there you go, Louise.
Magic.
Yeah. And have a happy birthday. That's right. So, Michelle, thanks for sharing that. Peter Max has a plane called the Peace Plane. And it appears that Michelle's husband rode on it.
How about that?
I love that.
I was kind of catching that. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool indeed. And and the Peace Angel card came out at the same time they're having this conversation. How's that?
Peace plane sounding louder, right? High on the peace plane. We'll just change it.
Yeah, right. We
won't be the peace train. The peace plane.
That's right. We all live on a yellow peace plane, because if it's Peter Max, he was pretty involved in that movie, Yellow Submarine.
Oh, he was, yeah. Just so everybody knows, Diana and I don't tipple, not in the morning and not in the evening. So we are not drunk. We just are high on life.
Exactly. Oh my God, you can't make it up.
Oh Lord. All right. Linda Kennedy wants an Akash reading, Diana.
Okay. Oh, there's that lovely picture.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I was fortunate to meet the lovely Linda Kennedy and spend some time talking with her on Zoom, and she's wonderful. She's the lovely lady. Yeah.
Awesomeness. Mm-hmm. All right. Let me see here. So the first thing they said is, oh, so you were mentioning planes. And they're showing me you as one of those acrobats on the biplanes when barnstorming was a popular show. When the Wright brothers had recently invented flight.
Ooh.
And that you were one of those divas that were up there dancing and doing balancing tricks and handstands and wow, yeah. You were involved in aviation. You flew a plane yourself, but you also were an entertainer. As far as being able to perform
Linda
gymnastics. That's the word.
That's really cool. On a plane wing?
Yeah, on the you know how the biplanes in the 20s and 30s, the barnstorming was a big deal?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's really cool. All right. So that's one of your lives. That's fabulous. I pulled from the Akashic Oracle that says you've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help, so reach out to ask for support at this time. And we as women know that we do this. We try to be the salve at least, or the person that reaches out to help, and sometimes we have to ask for it. So yeah, there you go, sweetheart. I don't know what that is, but Valerie B says, wow, that's so cool. That Linda was on it. Yeah.
And I hope that resonates with you, Linda.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever feel as if you're the, walking a tightrope, or the lady on the flying trapeze and all of that business,
There you go.
Up, uppity, up.
Yes, that show, the young man on the flying trapeze.
His movements were graceful, the girls he did please, and my love he has taken away.
Oh, well, yeah. I wouldn't want to be up there, Linda, doing that kind of stuff, but
no.
It's okay. That's probably why you stayed grounded. You stayed grounded this time.
Even though they
you can't do a somersault. Oh my, hypnicity. Iran's president was involved in a helicopter crash.
I heard a taste of that as we were coming on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it was lost for 6 and 7 hours at the time that yeah.
Okay.
There were 3 helicopters that had taken off together, only 2 returned. That much I did hear.
That much you knew? Okay. All right. Ness, my self-confidence and extroversion changed the past weeks. I noticed it changed with spiritual changes recently. What is happening? Oh, wow. Let's see what Osho has to say. By the way, if you guys have not heard of Osho, there was some negative press out there, but he was fabulous. And the best Osho that I ever remember is him explaining that the words that start with F and S and actually it's how you can use the word F in different ways. And it's on YouTube. It's very, very funny. But he has several books that he put out after he died. And they are fabulous, especially the one on maturity. I loved that one the most. So if you're ever interested in Osho, I'm going to just put that out there. His real name was like Bwanji Bagagan or something like that. Anyway, yeah, he has passed. Okayness. This is very interesting because the first card I get is morality. So it could be that in the very beginning times of your life, you had probably grew up with a very strict code of morals, and morals are fine. There's nothing wrong with morals, and we all have them, and we all have some value. Morals and values kind of go together. I think that there's not a complete break, but there's a break there for you, and you have decided that some things are more valuable to you than other things are. So some of this is on a conscious level, and some of it is on a subconscious level. And it says here, sorrow at some point made you more aware of the things that you've needed to let go of. And so I'm guessing that that has also lightened your load to allow in those new confidence and extroversion changes that are occurring in your life, because you have built that confidence up over the last few months that I've known you anyway. You know, you're right out there. And I would even see you opening a channel at some point without question.
Without question.
Yeah.
Without question.
Yeah. It says here, you know, you still retain some of that innocence And we all have to retain some of that innocence because we are always needing to learn more and more. And when you retain the innocence, you are surprised by what comes through. But it's all meant to be, and it was always meant to be. But you have finally moved into what your purpose is here on Earth. So there you go.
Nast, I could just read you every single card out of this deck because of the order in which they come. So first of all, the first card that came out was, which goes right along with what Aley was saying about the discipline of your young, of your youth. Invite your monster to tea. Right? Because we're all recovering from our youth.
We are.
I'm a recovering Catholic. There's a lot of the transitions, the traditions that I absolutely love, but I have transitioned way far from the church. Oh, and the next card is, no wonder I said the word, the next card is the transition.
Oh, okay.
It's all part of the transition.
Wow.
So remember your wooby. What was it you cuddled with as a kid? Still pull that wooby out, even if it's only in your imagination, you know, or find a new stuffed animal to cling to. Welcome the unwelcomed, because that's what change is all about, right? And I can't stop because you are really focused, and there's your hair.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Your hair, right? Which you're influencing me because I am missing my purple. So take action.
Wow.
And then quiet the anxiety monster, invite them to tea, and conjure up your own magic, because girl, you've got it.
Yeah. And you don't have to open a channel. But there's a lot of people that have said, I'm not going to ever do that. And they have, but that doesn't mean you have to. You've got it in different ways. You're different. Yeah. Wow. Awesome.
You know, you just can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't. You can't. Yeah.
You know, your dreams have been, her dreams, the ones that she's been sharing with us on Tuesday night.
Oh, they're fabulous. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Rainbow portals.
Rainbow
You're
portals.
welcome. You're welcome. Yes. But then invite your monster to tea. I just love that card.
Yep. All right.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, something is shifting. That's good. Yeah. Is that Gloria?
That's Grizz.
Oh, Grizz. Oh, hi, Grizz. What's going on?
The kid across the street's playing basketball. It's not enough.
How dare that kid do that? Yeah.
I know. He can still bounce. Grizzly.
All right. So, Carolyn, what did I live? Dewey says, you have a message for me. Harry. Okay. That's funny because I was singing this morning. Something's telling me it might be you all of my life. Looking out where lovers are walking past. I love that song. Yeah. Yep. All right. Oh, this is awesome. All right, dear. First one I get is he loves being playful with you because he knows you can take it. He says, I can't help it, Carolyn. I can't help it. And I can't tell you what life he might have had, but I can tell you that he just wants you to continue to play. And I think he's loving it that you and Peter are busily YouTube stars. And he's like, now you get a taste of the life that I lived in, Everybody, that painting Diana painted, by the way, isn't it amazing? So yes, that's really good. Oh, thank you, Julie. The next one here is, he says, you are sharing your light, Carolyn. Look at this. And you are the queen of light. You are the empress. You are the person for him. And he just adores you. Oh my God, I get so much love from him for you. And he said, there's no comparison between you and I. he said, you have been just as influential in so many ways as I have been in my life, just different. But I get the feeling, and Diana might be able to tell because she's the Akashic gal, but I get the feeling that you might have been brother and sister, at least in one life. And that's, you know, that's all I get for you at this point. Oh, thank you.
I apologize because Grizzly's not giving it up. The window's shut, the doors are closed. But
it's okay. It's okay. We know that. We know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Carolyn, the first thing he said is, there's no getting away from men in kilts. And I'm going to refer back to what Aley was just talking about with the brother and sister in a family. So you do have some roots as being family members, blood family members.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, now why he's doing this, I don't know, but he's playing Van Morrison, right? And he's singing, "You're my brown-eyed girl." I don't even know if you got brown eyes, or maybe it's a joke that is between you and him, but that's what he's doing. He's singing, "You're my brown-eyed girl."
Yep. Wow. Wow. You know what? It's very interesting because Harry says you do spend time alone, you know, if you're resting or Peter's out. And he said, so I keep you company. That's all I'm doing. He said, you spend time alone so you can hear the whispers of your soul, get to know all aspects so you can stand on your own. And you do stand on your own. But he says, I don't like to see you by yourself. Even though you got the doggies with you, he says, I'm hanging out. So,
yeah, Men in Kilts is striking a chord with many ladies in the chat.
Yes. You know who wears a kilt the best? I still believe is Sam Hewen. He wears a damn good kilt and he actually has a show on Stars called Men in Kilts.
Yeah.
And and underneath, you know, commando. Yeah. Yep. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Hi, Gigi. Nice to see you here.
Caledonia.
We have completed our wonderful time together here at this show, but much love. Yeah, Harley says so many people love the readings, and so many people like us working together. So we just love to be together, and much love to all of you. And we'll see you again on the Dream Show.
Definitely. See you Tuesday.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Take care of yourselves now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.